On the podcast this week, we have another guest. We are joined by the fantastic Kate O'Neill from Kate O'Neill Coaching. As most of you can probably guess from the company name Kate O'Neill Coaching, Kate is a coach within the recruitment industry. I feel like I've said coach a lot there. Kate's specialism, if you will, is taking rookies or people that have no recruitment experience and training them up from a standing start to the point where they're ready to walk into a recruitment agency and they're going to know their ropes and they're going to be able to start billing. She also recently opened a recruitment agency herself called the Job Slinger Academy, where she won't only go out and headhunt or find the talent, but she will then run those people through her training program. So again, they walk into that agency and they're good to go. So for those of you that are not familiar with Kate, she's absolutely everywhere. I will put up some screenshots to her YouTube channel and her LinkedIn if you want to go and find her there. Kate has her own podcast, Recruitment Uncensored. She has a podcast with Recruit CRM, and she's recently launched a third podcast. So she's on quite a few podcasts. And this conversation today was beautifully authentic, is the way I'm going to describe it. Kate is such an open book, and it was a joy to speak to her from start to finish. We spent a lot of time talking about what she does outside of recruitment and outside of her business. So it was nice to get to know the real Kate. And these are her words, not mine, but in this episode, we uncovered Kate's deepest, darkest secret. As I say, that's her words, not mine. I hope you enjoy. I don't know why I put that up. Oh.
Have you already started recording?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. You know, and put on like that lift music. You know, the awkward like lift music.
That's good idea. I'm going to start by saying I love the Welsh accent.
I don't think I have much of an accent. If you came to Bridgend where I live,
Really?
well, like Si obviously comes
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
but he comes to Barrymore. But if you came down and spoke to like some of my friends or like
Yeah.
where I live, you'd be like, nah, you don't sound Welsh.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Not
It's my
at all.
favourite. It's the only accent that, well, you'll laugh at me. It's the only accent that I can do an impression of.
Go on then.
Oh, Dave, what's occurring? I won't lie to you, I'm rather disappointed.
Well, that's the only thing we
Have I
wouldn't
gone
say
to-
rather. That's a bit posh.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm posh Welsh.
But that was good, to be fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Who's called Stash Jacket?
That's pretty good.
Is it? Yeah.
I have to like, I find it harder to do now.
Who's called Stash Jacket?
Yeah,
I went on holiday once and there was these two Welsh guys and they were like, the way to do a Welsh accent is you just say, whose coat's that's jacket? And I was like, all right. And they were like, whose coat's that's jacket? There you are. If you want to practice,
that's pretty good.
whose coat's that's jacket?
But it depends where you like. I don't know. It probably is like this in parts of England. I don't know. But so I live in Bridgend.
Yeah.
And Bridgend's got one accent, and then you can go to Cardiff. Cardiff is a completely different accent. It's 20 minutes down the road.
Is actually? Wow.
So you know Nasser on Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yes.
oh, what's
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big
occurring?
fan.
That is Cardiff.
Right.
Right.
If you go to Bridgend, it's like, all right, Bert, how's it going? It's like
Yeah.
that.
They
And then
sound the same to me.
Yeah, to me, I was going to say that sounds identical.
like
yeah.
it's more like valleys. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right, okay.
you can go to Swansea. I can't do the Swansea
Right.
accent, but it's different again. You go to West Wales, it's different again. You go to North Wales, but it's in South Wales. You can literally go 20 minutes down the road and people sound completely different.
Wow.
Like completely
Yeah.
different. The Cardiff accent is so weird. No
I don't
offence,
think I'd hear
anyone
the
watching.
difference.
How did you get onto this? Welsh
I
accent?
just
He was
basically,
bigging himself up, saying
I
he
basically
could
sat
do-
down and said I can do a Welsh accent.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
It's like
No,
show
you
and
said it
tell.
was your favourite accent.
Yeah, on it is. Yeah.
He was practicing in the car on the way down here. So.
Oh yeah,
He'd
I was
have
a bit.
lessons.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is
He
my
was
favourite though,
practicing.
because I was like, it's my favourite, and you were like, oh nah, it's not mine.
Scandinavian.
No.
I like a Scandinavian accent.
That's random.
Mm.
Oh,
What is a Scandinavian?
I'm glad
Well-
you agree with me.
What? In what?
Well,
what
like
do you
you know,
mean,
in the
what's it
sense of
sound like?
oh fucking hell, how have we got here already?
What does a Scandinavian?
Well, no, I can't do it. But like you know, when you've got like a European
I know exactly
lady
what you're thinking of.
speaking English, and I'm
I
like,
know what you mean.
like
yeah.
I like that accent for some reason. Don't ask me why.
Do you,
Do you know what I actually think it comes from?
Yeah.
I had snowboarding lessons once, and my snowboard instructor was Austrian, and I think I kind of fancied her.
You still fancy it?
I was.
I was like 8 or 9 at the time, but I think it was one of my
I
first
didn't want
crushes.
to say, but you know when you were saying it, I was like, I bet you he's imagining some like blonde head, like Scandinavian. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
I fell in love with an Austrian snowboard instructor,
And that's why it's your favourite accent.
yeah, and it was her accent. I think ever since, maybe I've just been,
Obsessed.
yeah. Wow, good start. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah,
By the
yeah.
way,
Thanks for having me on.
How long did it take? How long did it take you to get up here?
I left at 6:30 and I got here about 9:20.
Right, blimey. Yeah, bless you. It's a long way for you to come. So like,
Like people always say that though. I think I'm just used to traveling.
Oh,
Like for work, not many of my clients are in Wales anyway.
Right.
So and I like getting out and about.
Yeah, yeah.
And then growing up, like none of our family lived in Wales. My
Right.
dad's from Liverpool. My mum's from like Bromley, Kent way.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
So where were you born?
I was born in England.
Oh.
Is that a big
I don't
secret?
So
tell.
can we not know?
It's like one of my deepest, darkest secrets. But I've never really grown up in England.
Where in England?
Huh?
South of England.
So I was born in Farnborough,
Okay.
Kent,
Yeah,
and then
there you go.
I
So
lived in
she's-
Bromley till I was 2 or 3, and then we moved to Wales. My dad's
okay.
job got moved. All the
Right.
family were like, "Don't move to Wales; it's a shithole," and we did anyway.
are.
And then that was it.
So we can no longer call you Nessa, basically. Nessa's.
You can, because I would never say I just don't relate to being English. It would be weird to say.
Yeah, fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But why? How do we go on?
I said it's a long way. It's a long way.
we
for
do
you to
this
come.
a lot. We do this a lot.
Being-
Also, I think this time we made the mistake with Si. We didn't do like a nice little intro.
No, I don't think we need to, do we?
Oh, fine.
Well, I think the intros. I'll put something on the front. But I
Oh,
think the
fine. You'll do that. I thought you did
Yeah.
that because we forgot.
No, because
Right.
otherwise I think it makes it awkward and weird for like Kate to sit here and unless you want to pitch yourself. But I think it finds
Not
it
really,
yeah.
no.
So
Yeah.
it makes it odd. I'm excited to have you as a second guest because I thought Si was pretty flat.
Yeah, he was
getting
boring,
Si
really,
on.
wasn't he? To be
I thought
To
it was
be
a bit of a
honest,
I
drag.
can feel
When-
the eyes in the back of my head.
To be honest, I was quite offended when I wasn't the first, because when I saw that you'd had Si on first, I was like, what an anticlimax for everybody.
Well, you have to start slow, don't you? You have to give yourself somewhere
Yeah.
to go.
I look
You're like
even
you
better
can't
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like we can't go in big and then like drop off afterwards. But when Si said you wanted to come on, I was like, that's
Yeah.
jokes. Yeah.
I was like,
That's
make
very
sure you
cute.
tell them I want to come on. Make sure you tell them I want to come on.
That's very cute. How was your birthday as well, by the way?
It was all right. It was all
when-
right. I was absolutely fucking exhausted, but yeah, it was fine.
Why? Because you went.
What did you do for it?
I raced the day before, didn't I?
Okay. Yeah.
High Jocks.
High drops.
High Rocks.
High Rocks.
Oh my
High
god.
Drops.
Can I be honest
That's
with
another
you?
version.
Right?
High Rocks. Sorry.
Like it's the one, and I know people will be like, "Oh, shut up," but when you do, I sound like a fucking High Rocks wanker now, but it doesn't matter. When you do High Rocks and people call it Hydrox, it's like somebody scraping nails down a chalkboard.
It's all right.
It's
From
like
here on in.
I don't know why I called it High
Officially High
Drops.
drops. From
and
here on
loads
in
of
for the
people
rest of-
do.
Yeah.
Loads of people do. There's no silent D. It's just high
Rocks.
rocks. Yeah.
Yeah. How many have you done now?
4. I've got my 5th, 1st of June.
Is it a bit culty then? Like when you say if you've done High Rocks, and then
I
people
feel
say,
like so. My sisters came to watch this one. They have no clue about it. Like nothing. Even though I talk about it all the time, like they have no clue.
Yeah.
And even they were like, "Oh my god, I'll come and watch all your races. This is so much fun. It's amazing. Everyone's
that's
so
cute.
supportive."
Nice.
They were like, we were just cheering random people. Like we were loving it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like they even thought for a split second, shall we do one? Then they obviously changed their mind when they
Right.
saw me do it. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's not culty in a negative way. I would say like you just get hooked on it,
Right. Okay.
and that's it. Then like most people anyway. I did one, and I was like, this is me. Like I'm not.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You found
Yeah.
found your people.
Yeah.
But like loads of sports are like that. Cycling's like that.
Yeah.
They're culty. Like
CrossFit.
CrossFit are like. I was going to say
CrossFit, yeah.
CrossFit are like it. Cyclists talk about like what tyres they've got on and stuff.
Yeah. Triathletes as well. do
Triathletes
Triathletes,
are like
yeah.
it.
Ironman.
Yeah.
Anything I think that's heavy endurance
Yeah.
that is because I think when you do sports like that,
Mm.
you even if it's a singular sport, you do bond with people over like the fucking pain of it
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
and the challenge. And I think that's why it gets a bit culty. I like it though. I like feeling like a part of something.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
love
always
it.
always do it solo? Because you can do it in pairs
I was
as
going
well.
to say the
I've got
same
my
thing.
first doubles on the 1st of June.
Side,
Nice.
side doing it.
High Rocks.
Yeah.
Go on.
He said, "Fuck no."
Oh yeah.
Is that mixed doubles? Or,
No, I'm doing
mixed doubles, mixed duos. I don't know.
You can do mixed.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can do mixed doubles.
With the mixed, do
You have to do the men's weights.
you? Oh, you so yeah.
Oh.
I
the
can
women-
do. I can do the men's. I can push the men's sleds.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. The wall balls. I hate the wall balls anyway, and I would fucking hate doing a heavier wall ball. I think the push, the pull.
How much is the men's sled?
Oh God.
Is it like 70 or 80 kilos or something?
Well, the women's is. I've got it on my phone. I always forget. So when I'm training, the sled in the gym is 40k, and I
Yeah.
put 72k on top to push.
So you're pushing Quick maths.
110. Yeah.
110.
How much do you weigh? Do you know in kilos?
Not well.
Is that a bit too?
No, well,
You never ask a lady.
Oh, right, sorry.
pre-holiday
How much they weigh.
9 stone.
No, but I was thinking about it in kilos.
So it's a lot heavier than me.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Stone.
that's
Is that a Welsh thing? Who does stone nowadays?
Did no one do stone?
I work
For my coach, I have to transfer it into kilograms, but I have to Google it.
Yeah, I do kilos.
It's
Yeah.
50 something.
But that's my European thing.
But you're
I like-
lifting
I like-
kilos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I keep
I know,
everything
I know,
kilos.
it's weird,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
I don't know what the men's pull is. And the kettlebells, you would do. Yeah, everything would be.
And you got
men's.
the ski erg, right, as well?
Yeah.
Is the resistance change or is it distance?
You
or like...
choose. You can choose the resistance, but you can only
You're-
change it once.
Right. Okay.
So I have mine. I just always train on 7, so I keep it on 7.
Say that
Yeah.
again. Say that again. You can change it once.
So
Why
when you
would
get to the ski or the row,
yeah.
you can change the resistance on it. I don't know if there's a limit though that you can go below. I don't think you can go down to 1.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's,
Why
it's
would you
actually
wanna
harder going low resistance.
Because you just having to go
Because
mental.
for me, like when you're part of how you get the further distance is through the stroke volume, and if there's no kind of give on it,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
but you can change it if you want it once. But I just keep it on set. Yeah, I always want it on 7
7.
basically.
Like, why would you? I can't work out why you'd want to change it though. Why do they let you change
To
it
make
halfway?
it easier.
Oh, right. Okay. So if
Say-
you're like
say
halfway
I got
through,
to the ski,
yeah.
and somebody had it on 10. Well, no, say it was on 7. Some people might want it on 5
Oh, right. Okay. So
because
you
it's less resistance.
right, okay. I see what you mean. You can set it at the start, but like
Yeah, you
right.
can't, but you couldn't set it and then ski for a bit and then
change.
it.
So you get okay, fine. I thought you were saying you get the chance to like you're halfway
No,
through,
sorry.
and now I'm going to change.
Yeah,
I was like,
you
why would
just-
you? Why would you
you
not just go
change it
with
and
what you
then
want from the
that's
start?
it.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's it. And you've done 4. When was the first one?
January 2024.
Oh, so they're all what we're now 25 recent. So what was the one when I saw you at the expo? What was the one you'd just done then? 3 or 2?
I was about to do my 3rd.
Oh, you hadn't done. it
Oh,
at that
sorry,
point
the
in time.
March Expo.
Nah, the one, the
Birmingham
Christmas one. Yeah.
I was about to do my 3rd
Right.
the
okay.
week after.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, because you were full on at that point in time.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't. I was really burnt out around that time, so I just went into that race and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just see how I do.
Yeah, you did all right.
Did better than I just did now.
Yeah, you look like
Yeah,
you're doing
well.
all right. You sent all the videos through to our chat.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I was catching up on them on the train. And I was sat there, I text these guys, I sat there. And then after a while, the guy next to me was like looking at my phone. And I was like, basically watching Kate like sweat it out in her little gym gear on the way into London. And I was like, this looks weird. I'm going to stop that now. I was like, oh, you did really well, Kate. Like,
Watching me
congrats,
die.
mate. But yeah, they look nasty. I would fancy, it's the running that would get me, I think.
It's a lot of running. That's where people I think fall down.
Mm.
We were watching loads of people in Malaga and you could tell they had not prepped properly.
Oh, really?
No. And the running, I still remember how it felt in my first race. Like at one point I was like, I might have a heart attack or something. I just wasn't
There's
used
just
to
no
that.
respite, yeah.
No, no rest.
Yeah.
And you can do all the training, but on the day, that intense. You're basically in an arena with pumping techno music, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of me.
Yeah.
People screaming and oh no, it is like being in a rave. Like so that you can just walk in and it gets you going straight away. It is
Yeah.
slamming.
But what's enjoyable about it?
I fucking love it.
Do ya? Oh, Christ.
Is that your choice? Is that your music choice?
Yeah.
Techno.
Really? Okay.
Any dance music. Like
Right.
if
Nice.
a favorite sort of pastime for me is like Easter Sunday, right? I'm not spending any time with my family.
Where's this going?
I am going to an all-day rave
No,
in
an Easter
Cardiff.
Sunday, like.
Go and see what a DJ I like with my friends.
What's the
Go
DJ?
out early. Ketama.
Never
heard of
So
it.
go out for the day, go into Cardiff, go for cocktails before, go to like a dingy warehouse, dance for 8 to 9 hours straight.
Yeah.
Go home.
Sometimes.
Right, fine.
Sometimes it carries on.
Yeah, well, like I've been a long time since I've done that. I did like the warehouse project scene back in the
Yeah,
day.
that is a bit of me.
But my vibe was always like happy poppy, like
Oh no, it's
that
my
house.
worst
You know,
nightmare.
like I
Happy Poppy.
yeah, I was your worst nightmare. I was
Yeah.
like Avicii, Swedish House,
No,
Nicky
well, no,
Romero,
I did used to like that.
all that kind of stuff. Dimitri Vegas, like Mike.
Yeah.
So
So you're talking like 2011, 12.
Yeah, I was big. Yeah. But then when we did Warehouse Project in Manchester, that was rack my brains. Knife Party, Skrillex, and Steve Aoki. I'm going to say it was a pretty good lineup though. No, all right, fair
I used
enough.
to like Steve Aoki, but never Skrillex.
Knife. Do you not like Knife Party either?
Don't know who they are.
Knife Party were decent. If I remember correctly, they were two two of the lads from Pendulum that broke off.
Oh, so it's a bit drum and bassy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I would have liked. I do like drum and bass.
I'll send you some Knife Party tracks. You'll definitely, I would have thought you'd have
I
recognised.
might maybe
Bonfire? You've heard Bonfire? Or is that Skrillex? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Skrillex.
Skrillex, that's Skrillex, Bonfire. Okay. Is that kind of vibe, Knife Party, similar?
Yeah. So for like going to Ibiza is like my heaven.
Home away from home.
Just love it.
Yeah. When's the last time you went?
Last September.
Okay. Yeah.
That was not good race prep.
Yeah. So you went to Ibiza how many days before you went?
I came back and I had 3 weeks. So I came back.
Yeah.
I was basically being sick for like 2 days, and then had the expo that I was speaking at, so that was full on.
Yeah.
And then I raced. But I always do this. Before the half marathon I did in Cardiff, 2 days before I had a 5-hour leg tattoo.
Okay.
And the week before I went to a
half marathon leg tattoo booked in 2 days before.
2 days before. She was doing it and she's like, what are you up to this weekend then, love? I was like, I said, I'm doing the Cardiff half marathon on Sunday. She was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no. She's like, you can't do the Cardiff half. It's my full calf, like. She's
What
like,
have you got?
It was a cover up of it's not that long, of an old tattoo. Like it's my whole
nice.
calf.
Nice.
But it was the first part of it. It was like 11 hours in total, but it was the first part of it.
Okay.
And she's like, you can't run on this. I was like, well, I have to. I'm booked in. I've been training for it for months.
Yeah.
And 3 people ran past me and they were like, is that a fresh leg tattoo? And they were like, you're mental. It was really tight.
Was
and
it a
like,
struggle?
It was.
Did
And
it
the
bleed?
the week before the race,
Yeah.
I went to this like old school trance, like all day events. Didn't fucking sleep. So
hang on.
that was the week before.
So this is still the leg tattoo one, right?
Yeah, that's the week before.
So the week before you
then
were
in
at
the
trance
week
event.
I was ill and still worked and
Yeah.
went to like a meeting and stuff. Like had a really bad flu.
Yeah.
Then on the Friday I had the leg tattoo.
Yeah.
And then on the Sunday I did the Cardiff half. My coach was like,
So is this just like bad planning, or you're just
This is
one
just
of those
what I'm
people
like.
that just likes to cram everything in? Or
just
is it
likes
both?
to push
Is it
life to the
limit?
I'm not very good at resting,
Right. Okay.
basically.
I reckon you can decipher that from the conversation.
Yeah.
From the conversation so far.
I'm always like, yeah, I'll be fine, and it's not fine,
No,
but
fine.
yeah.
What age? This is an important question. What age do you have to give Ibiza up? When can you no longer go to Ibiza?
I don't think there is an age limit.
Do you not think?
Well, when you go out there and there's people of all walks of life, all ages.
Yeah.
Like I can't see me. I'm 36 now, and I'm still
27.
27.
Yeah.
Good save. I don't see me like I've been like this for years. Like this is who I am. Like I can't see me all of a sudden. Like all my friends have got kids. Obviously they don't. It's not like I go out all the time. I probably do it the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friends go to Ibiza. They still do.
They
We're
still get stuck in.
Yeah, we're like it's just who I am. Yeah, I can't see it. It's like I'm so passionate about like I'm actually picking up my first set of decks on the weekend.
Oh, you
I'm
actually?
gonna
Oh,
learn.
nice.
Yeah,
The next venture.
it's a starter set of decks. It's like kiddies, like.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I can't see me.
You're going to get them on LinkedIn. You're going to do like little
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 live
Friday
chats.
afternoon.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll listen on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I'll tune in.
little LinkedIn
No.
live, like little LinkedIn.
Or in the mornings, like if I in my office in the morning is like that is what my office is like in the morning. I send
Really?
honestly, I'll send them videos.
I'll send it to me.
No, 7:30 in the morning.
gotta
I get
get
in my
some of these videos.
No,
We've got to get
seriously, 7:30 in the morning. I'm in my office. I go on YouTube and I might put like a Prosper set on or whatever. My favourite one's Solomon,
Right.
and it is pumping in there in the morning. And
Just
I'm like,
you.
yeah, I love it.
It's Friday.
I don't touch like the heavy techno stuff, but I'll keep it housey. But
Okay.
I just love it. Like that's what I listen to keep me like upbeat
Yeah.
through the day.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The techno thing's I've always struggled with. Like I did Tomorrowland a couple of years, and they have
I'm jealous because I seriously want to do Tomorrowland.
it's unbelievable. I did 2012 and 2013, and they have a techno stage. And there's a bit of an Eastern European theme for me here, but it was
Oh.
I went looking for the
Hold on a
Europeans.
minute.
And they was all in there. But it's just like marching.
I just love
It's like,
it.
and I'm like, I can't. I have to leave. I'm like,
I
it's too scary.
love
for me.
it. I
too scary.
absolutely
It's too
love
scary.
it.
Yeah, but that's not housey at all. It's
Do you want to hear like this is how much I love it? Like funny story. So this relates to my nickname as well. You know the whole toenail.
I was going to ask you about
toenail
toenail.
thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So
Oh, is it? Am I going to learn
no,
Tell
something?
me
no,
about
no, no.
this.
You can call her toenail or Nessa. It's like
Oh,
So my name
oh,
to
yeah.
my friends and their children and their families, no one calls me Kate. It's Toenail.
you're in my phone as Nessa Toenail at the moment.
It all it came about was a mispronunciation of my name in playgroup. Kate O'Neill. Somebody said Kate Toenail.
Ah,
I haven't got bad
That's
on.
quite
that's
cute,
so
really.
good.
It's so
Yeah.
And then
cute,
it's
isn't it?
stuck. So all my friends' kids call me Auntie Toenail. So it's my birthday last week. I'd post delivered to the house, and the name on the card was Toenail. The postman
That's
must be
really
like,
cute.
"What the fuck?"
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it came
Yeah, what
onto
the fuck is?
Sometimes you get called like,
It's 7 a.m. Friday
What's
morning.
going
Bo's in it.
I sometimes get toe for
Opens the
short,
letterbox. That's all we can hear.
toe for short, or toes.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Toes.
yeah.
That's it started recently, just through laziness, probably. But I actually like danced one of my toenails off on New Year's Eve.
Okay. Where were you?
Oh,
Warehouse
I hate
project.
toenails.
Warehouse.
So I got back to the hotel and my toes were hurting,
Mm-hmm.
and I took my socks off and my two big toenails were like black. I was like, "Oh fucking hell!"
Oh, Jesus.
And one's come off.
You dance so hard, you've lost a toenail.
Yeah, I've done that for ultra marathon things, but not
Yeah.
Well,
Not-
and do you know what's spooky?
not two-stepping.
Exactly a year ago, I lost the same toenail from a result of the Cardiff Half Marathon. Exactly
It's
a
a
year
weakness.
ago.
It's a weakness now. That toenail.
If-
It will just.
Is it the
keep
same
going.
toenail?
Exactly the same, and it fell
Oh,
off
right.
exactly the same time of
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, that does happen.
Isn't
I think
that
does
weird?
happen. It will,
Yeah, yeah.
you'll
What, do you
now-
think every year I'm going to use the same,
Just-
lose the same toe?
Well, not the
It's
same
like
day.
an annual thing. It's not like
Oh, right,
hibernation.
I was going to say.
You'll miss a toenail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, it's grown back before.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then it'll,
and
it'll
go
fall
again.
off again.
You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll be a weak like toenail now. You'll lose
I've got
it
to
every
get like a
warehouse
prosthetic
project.
toenail put on now
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. My old girl's got
for
them.
summer.
Yeah, my old girl's got them.
So normally I have
got
got nice feet, but
What's that?
My old girl. Well, she's got a fake nail.
when you
She's
say
Grace
your old
dogs.
girl, do
Oh,
you mean your
really?
mum?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that what you
Old
call
girl.
her?
Old girl, yeah.
Is that like an English thing?
Is it? I don't know. Is that
Oh, yeah, I say my dad, old man.
old man? I'd say old man. Yeah.
The old man.
I should call them my
Yeah,
mum and
man.
dad.
Mum and dad, yeah. Mum and dad
I
also
speak-
works, yeah. I
speak
call
to
her
my old
Grace
man,
Dogs
yeah.
for a lot of time, but her toenails, she's done like she likes marathons,
Yeah, see,
and
they're
her
the
toenails
worst,
are
aren't
all
they?
fake. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're all fake. I don't know how we got onto this toenail. Where was it going?
Again.
I think
we-
it was me. I brought it up.
Right.
Oh, your
I said
nickname.
we were talking about Raven. And I said I danced my.
Wait, your toenail off. So
But
when
the
is
thing
the
is, I
next?
couldn't feel it in the event. See, so
When is the next Ibiza trip then?
I've booked it the other week actually. So I'm going
Love this.
I'm going the 20th to the 29th of September, 9 days.
Okay, nice. And
I'm
what
gonna
tattoo
die.
are you getting before?
Huh?
Are you going to do like some tattoo or high rock?
I got
before?
a tattoo and I was in Malaga off the cuff.
Nice.
I just walked. I'd had a drink for breakfast and we walked past a fine line tattoo place and I was like, I can get a tattoo, and I'm going to make my mum have one. My mum got one for me as well.
Did she?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, not matching.
Nah.
No, but yeah, I will quite like doing stuff off the cuff like that.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It is good too because I enjoy. I mean, I've only been 3 times, but the reason I asked you that question of how old is too old because I was like, do I have to give it up?
No,
Because I think there are certain places you do though. Like I couldn't hang around in like Zante Malia now.
Oh
I'd
no,
go-
that's different. Well, can I right? So all the events I go to mainly at home. Like I went to see Max Dean in 1st of March or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Soph were definitely, apart from this couple that we made friends with who were in their 40s, we were the oldest there. Everyone was like 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
But in a way, I kind of love it because you start talking to kids, or I call them kids, and they're like, how old? They might ask how old you are, and I'd be like, oh, I'm 30, we're 36. And they're like, fuck off. Can't believe you're at that age. What are you doing here? And you're like, oh.
You
look-
should be in
yeah.
bed, like
Yeah.
with a cup of tea,
Yeah.
love. Like, yeah.
But I probably would have thought the same thing when I was that age.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
what? You're 36. I had it a couple of times in Ibiza. I remember we met a girl in DC10 and she was from Australia travelling on her own. She'd gone on her own to DC10.
All the
Fair
way
play
from
to her.
Oz.
She was just going to clubbing on her own
Yeah, that's
all the time.
Fair
And
enough. Yeah.
she
Yeah,
was
that's
24 and she could not believe how old we were. Me and my friend.
She was that shocked.
She was like, what? She just couldn't get over it. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't like get boring just because you're in your 30s.
I think women can get away with it as well better than men can.
Do you reckon?
If I was saying to you, I'm a 36-year-old man walking around a club on my own, we're full of 18-year-olds, would you go thumbs up?
Scandinavian.
Yes, they're
18.
Scandinavian women. No, but I think
Well, if you were genuinely there, I've been to things like that before. I've done warehouse project basically on my own.
have you?
I went
Fair
with my
play to you.
friends a couple of years ago. It was like 4 till 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And after by like 9, she was like, "Oh, it's too hot in here. I want to go back to the hotel." I was like, "Oh, if you go then, I'm staying." I stayed till the lights came on. Like literally, I
And that's
met a
it.
group
That's
of boys.
risky, innit?
That's an
Met a
interest-
group of boys from Neath.
Met a few boys from where?
A group of boys from Neath.
Where's
So it's
that?
near Swansea.
Right. Okay.
Right.
They bought all my drinks all night.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good. Like in places like that as well, you're usually usually fairly safe. It's fairly easy. Right.
It was probably a bad idea. I mean, I got lost trying to find the hotel on the way home.
Yeah.
Couldn't see. Like
What?
trying to use Google Maps out of one eye, but I wasn't
got-
going home.
got
Like
there
the
in the end.
best DJs hadn't even started. I was like, I think she thought I'd go with her. I was like, all right, I'll text you later.
Usually the
Yeah,
girls do
yeah.
though. Usually girls should stick together.
I
you'd have
know, it was
thought.
quite bad, really, wasn't it?
Yes.
But it's fine. I
Do you-
woke her up when I got back and we got a Burger King. It's quite nice.
Do you want to go over there? Well, before we get like too stuck in, yeah. Do you want to? We obviously got a little present for everyone that comes on. You've got one as well, big man, for having us. So come in.
Yes, 2 presents.
Yeah. You've got one for having us. So come into the fold. They're exactly the same
They're the
thing.
same?
Be careful with them.
What is it, a
they're-
China teapot? or
They're
something?
very delicate.
Can I open it one-handed?
Do you want me to hold your mic while you do it? Yeah, they're very delicate pieces. That's why I said they're delicate. It's better than Ness.
Put the mic near it.
It's me! Oh my God, that's me! When did I do that? I sent that to you, didn't I? How did you get that?
What did you think?
Oh, yes! Oh my God, oh my God, we can use these.
100%. Oh my.
I think you played that to the kids, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God, I absolutely
I
love that.
There you go, mate.
Story's a good story.
You're welcome. Yeah, no, because I'm interested to know where the story came from, but I thought you could use them as like a negotiation tool
Yeah,
when you're negotiating with your client.
Oh.
Client. Yeah.
I fucking
How
love
did
that.
it? Where did that come about? So what is the story behind?
What, that voice note?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
Someone was haggling with me on the price, and we were talking about how everyone wants to haggle.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, she just sends that voice note.
Because I do love a voice note. You're slagging me off for the voice notes on your. The
Oh, he
podcast.
was slagging you off for the voice notes, yeah. Because he said after we met him, he was like, "Reason I call her Nessa is because of that button that came
Ness.
through." So I was like, when he sent that to me, I was like, I need to get that on a button.
And then in the
somehow.
night, then you were getting me to do it for Cheryl, weren't you? You were like, send another one, send another one.
This sounds a bit weird. it's got weird all of a sudden. So what is the
Your reaction then was brilliant. Oh my God, is that Ness? And you were like, oh, it's me.
how do you know how your relationship with Si started then?
Yeah, I remember.
Because
So
he didn't really know.
he fucking forgot, didn't he? So how it started was he watched one of my shows. I
Yeah.
can't remember which one it was.
No, I can't remember.
I can't remember who the guest was now. And then he messaged me about it, and I know how we started chatting more because I saw Twin Dad in his thing, and my sister's got twins.
Okay.
And I'm really close to my sister's kids.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
So, and then we had a bit of back and forth on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And then I said I'd come to his stand at the expo. It must have been the beginning of last year. Yeah. And then I said I'd come to the stand.
Start of 24.
Because I wanted to win the sweets.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Came to the stand. We chatted a bit at the expo. I think we saw each other in the Chinese. Then a team conference.
Okay.
We spent a bit more time together. We had a few drinks, didn't we? And then I really don't know what happened.
And
You picked up a client in Barry. Oh.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
You picked up a client. I was so
As soon as you did it, we
on
looked at
point.
each other.
And I said, Barry.
Yeah.
And then we decided to meet up. We went out for a cheeky Nando's. So it just kind of went
It's like a little rom-com, isn't it?
from there.
Yeah.
It is like a bit of a Gavin and Stacey story.
Yeah.
It just went from there, really.
Because it must be quite nice for the pair of you because you both do similar things in the sense that you're both independent contractors of sorts selling into the same industry. It must be quite a nice
And we do
like,
different
partnership.
roles, so we sort of like help each other out with different viewpoints.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I found it especially helpful. Like last year was so. I'm not like going to go on about it because we all know how shit last year was.
Yeah.
But I really struggled last year.
Did ya?
Yeah, like just.
In what sense? Like emotionally?
Yeah, I think like I found it. I had my best year in 2023, and I was a bit caught up in that and thought, oh yeah, I'll have a brilliant year again this year.
Was that under your coaching business? When did that start?
Yeah,
was
so that
23.
started 4 years ago.
Right. Okay.
So my best year was my
23.
third year of business.
Yeah.
And because that year was difficult in recruitment, I was like, oh, I'll be fine next year. If that last year was difficult, I'll be
Yeah,
fine. And I'm quite hard on myself. I can get in my head. A business coach I worked with before, he was like, Kate, you do not need my help in running your business. You need my help with your mindset.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just my own worst enemy sometimes, so hard on myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like,
so you say you need help with your
really
mindset
hard on
rather than your
myself.
actual like.
It like I can just get in my own head.
Just super critical.
Insanely critical, not very kind to myself sometimes. I'm much better. I've been working with a mindset coach sort of since the back end of last year.
Right.
So I've like
Nice.
worked on a lot of stuff.
Mm.
But there were just points towards the end of last year where like month by month, can I pay myself?
Yeah.
Like, shit, what am I going to do? Probably felt a lot worse than it actually was. And it was just nice to have somebody that A, understood, was going through it, but
Yeah.
could also help me sort of not, I don't know, like not be so delusional, like, or silly about things sometimes.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
also, yeah, it's just nice to have somebody for support. Like when you work on your own, it is lonely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I live on my own.
Yeah.
I go to the gym on my own. I work on my own.
Yeah.
And none of
You're
my
quite
friends.
independent.
Yeah, I'm very independent.
Yeah.
But sometimes to my detriment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I sort of don't open up enough to people.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was nice to sort of know I had somebody where I could just have the support and be open, like, oh, I feel like shit today.
Mm-hmm.
And not have somebody go, oh, don't worry, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't get it. Because that's what you get sometimes from family and friends, and
Yeah.
that don't understand. And
Yeah.
it doesn't help, does it?
Yeah. No.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the. It's either that they don't understand, or sometimes I find that in the early days, family were like interrupting me. And you know, when you're trying to work, and they're like, "Oh, can you just run us to the airport?" And you're like, "You want to take me to? I want to take. You want me to take you Heathrow?" And then you take like 2 hours out of the day to drop them at the airport because they don't realise that you're trying to build something.
Yeah.
I found that with my
But they
family.
don't think they don't get that. I've worked from home for a long time. So in my old job, in my old agency, I worked from home. So I've
Okay.
done 10 years working from home now.
By yourself then as well.
Yeah.
So 10 years. So that was pretty well.
Way before COVID.
Oh, so you were early.
It was
adopter
weird. Like when I
of-
got that job, all my friends were like, what? You work from home? Because I was only 23, 24.
Yeah.
You work from home. You've got a company car. You've got an office at home. Like even my friends.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like people were like blown away. Like even the recruitment people I knew in recruitment were like,
Yeah.
what? Because I was given so much freedom and flexibility.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, we had no target. So there was a threshold every month to get your commission.
Yep.
If you hit your figures, we don't give a fuck what you do.
Really? What was the target?
It's 6K a month, and then you started earning commission.
6K a month. That's very good.
Mm.
And then you start earning commission. I earned very good money in that job.
Did you?
That's why everyone was like, why the fuck are you leaving to set up on your own? I had no clients, no money.
No.
And
Nothing.
it was lockdown.
Yeah. Was that your first recruitment job?
No, second.
Right. Okay. So you had.
But I spent most of my career in that agency.
Okay. So that's how
For about
many?
6.5 years.
Okay.
What
Right.
industry was it?
That was pharmaceutical sales recruitment.
Nice.
But I did most of the time there running their graduate division.
Okay.
So that industry takes on shitloads of grads in the sales teams, pays them very good entry level salaries.
Okay.
It's a sought after job. It's
Right.
very hard to get into.
Sure.
So a lot of them people go to agencies because they know if I apply direct, I ain't getting in.
So you have to really. You kind of almost.
You
makes a
need
niche.
help. The assessment centres are insane. Like, you're a grad, you might have never had a job.
Yeah.
If you have, probably not intensely sales based. You've got to go into a 3-hour assessment centre where you have to do a business plan.
Oh wow.
Sometimes
As
no
a grad.
prep. You've got to turn up and do it on the day or pitch it. You've got to do a sales role play with a fake GP or nurse.
Right. Okay. Pretty intense.
Intense.
These are
And then you've got
straight
to do
out
a
of uni,
heavy
this lot.
competency based interview
Oh wow.
all in one go.
So that's all you were focusing on. This dealing.
I ran the division, so it was only me for half of it. Sounds
Yeah.
bigger than it was. I ran it. It was only me, but I did the whole of the UK
Yeah.
on my own, yeah, just getting the grads into the sales teams,
Interesting.
and so a lot of them are still doing it
So how did you get into recruitment? Where did that come from?
by accident.
Okay.
So
Classic. Yeah.
yeah, classic. So I left. I did sports coaching in uni, and I thought I wanted to be a PE teacher. And then I realised I don't fucking like kids. I did.
Okay, I can see. I can
beat
see why you
kids,
changed.
I beat
I did a placement week in my old comprehensive
Yeah.
school. In my
as a teacher.
yeah,
As a
like
PE teacher.
I just
That's a
shadowed
good
in the PE department. I think it was my second year. I don't think it was my third year. and the kids just pissed me off. Like,
I can see you being quite good at it though. I can see you being quite good at like in sports, just being straight with the kids and then just being quite receptive
I just
to that.
couldn't put up with this sounds terrible, right? But this is just what I was like, the laziness.
Of
Like
the
the ones
kids?
faking they didn't want to do it.
Right, okay.
Fake notes from the parents. And I was a little bitch. I was like, I know that's not your mum or dad.
Yeah.
It's like, you fucking doing it. Obviously, I didn't swear at them. I did, and I just thought, I don't know if I want to do, I don't know, I sort of questioned if I wanted to do it. And I remember like one of the girls was obviously getting bullied, and I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. It was raining, so they were like, I know, we'll play cricket in the sports hall with a proper cricket ball.
Oh,
And this poor girl, sorry, laughing.
noise came from over there.
I was like that all the time.
Yeah.
In there. Like I thought this fucking ball was going to hit me in the face.
yeah.
And this poor girl got hit, but everyone, even the teacher laughed at her. Everyone laughed. And like I felt, this is when I realised I had a heart, I think. So I was like,
The moment you found
yeah, at the moment the
I do
ice
have a heart.
cracked. I nearly started crying because she was so upset.
Oh, you started crying?
No, I nearly did
Oh,
because
right.
she was bawling her eyes out. I took her to the
Yeah.
toilet. Teacher didn't give a shit. Like, was just laughing about it. I got on with him as like he was my PE teacher, and I liked him, but I think he just misread the situation completely.
Yeah. Did she take a proper clump then? Must have like proper cricket ball.
Yeah,
it's
bless her. And I just thought the kids are annoying me or they're making me cry. So I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
So you thought recruitment was going to be better then?
It,
Well,
would,
no, I-
it would be funny you being a PE teacher though, because you wouldn't need a whistle. You just be going,
I could. So and then I did still apply for PGCEs, but
Yeah.
I didn't get in, and I wasn't too bothered. It's really,
Okay.
I wanted to stay in Wales.
Yeah.
I went to uni in England, and that was enough.
Where'd
for
you
me.
go?
Preston,
Okay.
University of Central Lancashire.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So
I
you
thought, I
were
want to
north.
go home now. It's really hard to get into the 2 PGC unis, and I realised actually I'm not that good. I haven't got in.
Right, fair.
Went
Well,
to
that's a sign usually, isn't it?
Went to
That's a
Thailand
sign.
for a month, did a bit of travelling, and then
Where'd you go in Thailand?
PP,
Okay.
Koh Samui,
Nice.
Koh Phangan,
Nice.
Koh Tao,
Nice.
Bangkok.
Nice.
Came home.
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It was
we
really
did
good.
A few of them, didn't we? 3 of them? I did 3 of them with you, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favourite?
Do you know what? I can't remember now. They all mould into one.
Yeah.
Hotel probably.
I loved Koh Tao.
Yeah.
I loved
It's just-
we didn't wear shoes.
it was the
or-
smallest island.
yeah,
did.
we didn't wear shoes the whole time we were there.
Nice.
Didn't wear shoes.
Not in Koh Tao.
Such a reference, that.
I know.
Yeah.
We had to move. Like we were staying in. Which one was the one where we were staying in a little hut?
Koh Tao.
Hotel. Yeah,
The
this
little-
is Koh
They've
Tao.
got a lot
And
of
with,
the-
with the moped you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
there's-
Koh Tao. Everyone rides moped. They don't have cars on
Yeah.
there, do they?
Probably
Can't
not.
remember now.
No, yeah.
It's tiny, isn't it?
What you were wearing? You were driving mopeds with no shoes on.
Oh no, I wasn't driving mopeds.
I was
You wouldn't
gonna
get me
say.
on one of those. Death trap.
No, but yeah, we had a little run around, a pair of us, and we had to move from like one hut to the other, which is like the other side of the island, and we got like a shitload of bags. I was like, "There's no way 2 of us are getting on this ped with like all these bags," and you were like, "No,
This was like the first island you'd been to as well.
yeah."
I was like, yeah, just jump
There's
on.
no health and safety out there.
Yeah.
There is.
Zero.
We had a lot of near life like death experiences. So when we were in PP, honestly, some of the things I could tell. I
shouldn't
won't.
laugh.
Some of the stories are not appropriate for a podcast, but if I tell you some of the stupid things that some of me and my friends have done, but we were on PP and we were like, we'll do a boat trip. Do you know where the beach? That island where they
I didn't
filmed
go
the
to
beach.
PP, but I know the beach. you're
Yeah, I
talking
went
about.
there.
Yeah, so we were so hungover, and we turned up, and there's this like what looks like a really nice like wooden boat, that motorized boat, and then the guy on it is like, there's it's got all his kids that are
Yeah.
coming out for the day.
Yeah.
He's got this like 4-year-old diving under the water with a hammer and stuff, like hammering the boat back together, and I was like,
4 years old.
oh, tiny little kid like diving down.
Jesus.
I was like,
Sure,
she's
she wasn't
fixing
a
the
small,
boat.
small
She's
person.
fixing the boat before we're about to travel across the ocean to an island. And we get to the cove where the boat stops, and it is lashing against the rocks, right? There's boats going, and I see this rope ladder going up this cliff. And there's this boat of Chinese tourists that arrives, and they're all getting smashed into the rocks, crying, like screaming, like struggling to swim. And
They'd fallen out.
Huh?
They'd
No,
fall-
they that's how you get up to the. They're
Right.
trying to get.
They
to
were
this
trying
rope.
to get to the-
Yeah, they're all
right.
like panicking.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, we'll obviously be escorted to the island. This is not where we're getting off. And the guy we're like, what do we do now then? He goes, you swim. And we're like, what, out there? And he's like, yeah, you swim. And he's like, he wants us to fuck off so we can have a day trip with his kids.
So he's off, yeah.
He's got his little baby in a rubber ring on the outside of the boat, like loving life. And we trying to swim to this rope thing, and it is horrific. Like, I cut my leg. My friend was like panicking. We eventually get up this cliff. You go on the beach. You can't take your phone with you because you swim in the water.
Okay.
So after 5 minutes, you're bored.
So where is your phone?
It's on the boat.
Oh, so you left it with the fella.
Everything's with this fella and his
Right,
family
okay.
on the boat. So then you get off, you're on the beach. Yeah, this is nice. The beach from the beach. We'll have a little walk around. It's too hot. Let's go back. To swim back, you're swimming against the current.
It's a quick summary. Just a quick circle. Back.
Literally that. You're trying to swim back against the current.
Yeah.
And I'm not a great swimmer. I can do breaststroke.
Yeah.
So it is like scary going back to the boat. Like, we were panicking. We get to the edge and we're like, help us on. He's like, no, go back.
So
Like,
you're just treading water.
Yeah. He's like, not done with his day trip. In the end, I was like, get me on this boat. And he
You
hauls us
paid
in.
for this as well, right?
Yeah, he was well pissed off he got back on.
Really?
And his kids are like
Cheek of him.
jumping off
So
the
you,
boat.
so you did get back on?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
right,
was
yeah.
like, it was frightening.
Yeah,
It was
that's-
really frightening.
You do get situations like that, I imagine.
Where like we were swimming and I was like, I'm not moving and I'm getting tired.
And you start.
And the rocks were cutting. Like, I had cuts all over me.
Mm.
Like, it's just stupid. You wouldn't do that here, would you? Like, if a
No, you
5-year-old,
wouldn't.
if a 5-year-old kid was hammering a boat back together when you're about to go on a Thames trip, you'd be like, I'm not going on it.
You'd bin it off. Yeah, but that's health and safety gone mad.
They don't
over
have
the
health
flip.
and safety though.
Nah, no. It's worth going to though to experience.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like-
it was amazing. But yeah, we just did some really stupid things.
But you do when you're younger. Like we were having that.
No, I still do it now.
Right. Okay. we were having that conversation the other week, weren't we? Where we were like recounting some stories of us as kids, and we're like, you think I wouldn't do that now? Do you know what I mean? Like you would think way more about it now than we did back then.
I think I'm a bit worse in some sense now.
Oh yeah.
In some ways, yeah. There's some. Yeah, sometimes I think, well, I'm just doing similar stuff, and I'm like, I'm 36 now.
Yeah.
But
I think you should.
I don't know what this conversation you're talking about is.
yeah,
Joe,
so tell us more.
Do you want me to tell the
I,
story? I'll tell the story, and then if you want me to take it out, I'll take it out.
Oh, I don't know.
What is it?
Do you not want me to tell
You
the
can
story?
edit
What
it
is it?
out.
So it's the one where you disappeared with that girl, and you just got on the back.
Oh
of her.
yeah, we'll leave that.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better,
You could-
I did a similar thing, but obviously not with a girl.
That's killing Sai over there.
Oh, dear. Most of our listeners are my family, basically. So no.
But yeah, the story is that you put yourself in a position that probably now you think twice about.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's the kind of.
But
thing.
I did a similar thing,
Did
obviously
ya?
not with a girl,
Yeah.
on that Thailand trip. And
Yeah.
the next day, I said to my friend, I was like, "That was really fucking stupid." Didn't know who the person.
Yeah.
Just it sounds really bad. I didn't
You
know-
gave the camera a look, then as if to be like, "Sorry,
I
mum."
don't- I did, and you look back and you think like you hear the horror stories.
Yeah.
Easily could have been
Yeah.
what happened to us.
But you're still getting after it now. You're saying you're still going.
Not. No.
Thinking.
No.
No, not
No.
as bad as them. But no, that's what I mean. When you're kids, but I think as well, you do those experiences, and then they like
Shape you a little
Yeah,
bit, don't they?
for sure.
But I am a bit of a risk. It's weird. I am and I'm not. There's certain things. I like the adrenaline rush of some stuff.
Sure,
But then other stuff, like you said about a moped, I'd never get on a moped.
Mm.
Like,
you wouldn't have that.
I think I'd be. I don't
Oh,
think
you
I
fly
ever.
on a
Yeah,
moped,
like
that's
stuff like that. Like I'm nervous of going on ride. I want theme parks. I hate theme parks. Don't go on. I hate rides. Hate heights. Hate spiders.
Really?
Oh, so you pick your battles then?
Like-
Pick your battles.
She picks your battles well.
Doesn't fight a spider.
Like I'm really scared of
So,
spiders.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of them.
Like really scared. Like if you showed me a picture of one, I'd be really scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you are petrified. What is
Yeah.
it about them that gets you? See if it's the same.
I don't trust how they move.
Oh, exactly the same.
I don't like the
hate
way
how
they
they move.
look.
Oh, mate,
Like-
I'm on board
So
with
do
that.
you
I've had to
do you
get
like-
friends
we
over.
couldn't live together because we wouldn't be able to
No.
deal with spiders between us.
What about frogs?
Don't mind frog snakes.
'Cause
I don't
they're
like because they're
unpredictable.
unpredictable. You know that. Did you ever get sent that video? I was probably. Are you similar age to me, or are you younger?
I'm 33.
Maybe you got it. I remember when I was like
He's 30.
15, and this is when you only had computers. So you might have got this. You used to get a video sent to you, and you bring it up on YouTube, whatever existed back
Yeah.
then. I don't know
Yeah.
if YouTube did exist. And it's like you're watching this video, and it's a train on a train track going on like a toy train track.
I know the vibe
and
that's
it's like
coming.
like
And then-
nice music, and then all of a sudden something goes rah
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
screen. It was
Yeah,
either
yeah.
a snake jumping or it was a scary thing.
Yeah.
And I remember somebody sent it to me, and I was so scared I nearly cried. I literally fell off my computer chair.
Mm.
I was like 15. Somebody sent one to me in uni of a snake, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like it scared. My heart went out of my fucking chest.
Yeah.
I just don't like how snakes move and like the
Oh, so you don't like snakes either?
no,
Oh, okay, fine.
can't
Right.
watch. Like if anything like that,
A wide berth. So
Yeah.
I'm a Celeb is not your. You're not going on I'm a Celeb anytime soon,
I would be like, I'm a celeb, get me out of here on every task.
would you?
Really?
I've got terrible gag reflex, so I wouldn't be able to do the eating
What are you
task.
putting in your mouth? Oh, the witchy grubs.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
For a second, I was like, "What are you eating in I'm a Celeb?"
The
But
eating challenge.
Yeah. Fine. All
Wouldn't
right.
be able to do
I-
it.
okay.
Right.
Claustrophobic Darren. I wouldn't be able to do the coffin, hate heights.
I'd struggle with a coffin.
I would
Heights,
be
I'm all right.
crying the whole time. And I hate camping. I hate roughing it like that. I hate not being able to eat properly. I would be feeling faint all the time because I haven't got enough protein. Like, no.
This is a flip because I, with all the charging around you do and the way the conversation started, I thought you were just like a.
So you're a big softy, really.
I am actually.
You got this front
pull
on
back
you.
the-
That's
you
all
pull
like.
back the Nessa, and underneath there's this little Kate.
I am.
Oh, toenails in there.
Yeah, I am. But I think people meet me and think
Nessa.
I'm a bitch
And actually,
sometimes,
you're a
and actually
toenail.
I'm not. I
actually-
am a softie deep down.
That's it. Huh?
Yeah.
That's the title there. Kate's not a bitch.
Yeah.
done. Exactly.
Should I change? That'd be my headline on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like we obviously spoke about headlines last time, and it's obviously how you became friends with him. And I get loads of people now that say, "I love ours is just mine is building free shit for recruiters."
Yeah, I like
and
that.
every day I get someone being like, "I like that." So you should put. I don't know whether bitch, but you should definitely. What is yours?
I think it's my trainees make money. Yours should too.
No, you can jazz that up for sure.
Huh?
You can jazz that up for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
So what?
I don't know. Get Nessa in there. I would.
The
The
Welsh.
recruitment industry's Nessa.
Yeah.
Do you,
I'll
do you
keep
ever
working
get
on it.
anyone that reaches out on the because of that title? So they say I saw this in your title,
No, not really.
because you get loads of people.
I get loads
don't
of it.
you?
Yeah.
No, I get.
Now
I
I
do.
get people
Change.
reach out a lot about the branding, the cowboy.
Yeah. What is this about? Because this is
Oh,
new.
this is
That's
this
what
year.
I
I'm
get.
Isn't
so
it?
glad you brought that up because I completely forgot about it.
Yeah. So, and I have got a cowboy emoji, I think, in the headline. Yeah.
You're in. So your LinkedIn picture now is you dressed as a cowgirl, isn't it?
It's not actually me.
It's your face.
It's
isn't it?
superimposed onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
wearing that.
But it-
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's your
Yeah, when
face.
I first saw it, I was like, "Bro, has she gone to Texas or something?"
No. No. Where did it come from? So when I was rebranding the agency,
Yeah.
I was like, right, this is really boring and too stiff, and I don't like it. So I don't know if you follow a guy called Matt Kirk.
Nah. Doesn't ring any bells to me.
Matt, I'm really friendly with Matt. Like, do you know Ross Sullivan? Do you follow him on LinkedIn?
No, there's another Sullivan though.
You
in
should
there.
follow Ross Sullivan. on
Ross
LinkedIn.
Sullivan.
Is
Well,
there
follow Matt as well. They're both very
All right.
funny.
is,
really funny.
Is there a Ross? I think I might know Ross Sullivan. Then is there another Sullivan that's big in the recruitment industry? I know. No. Okay. Anyway,
I don't know.
Keep moving.
I don't know.
I'll find out.
So
Mitch.
Sullivan.
That's who
So
I'm
Matt
thinking
is
of.
friendly with Mitch.
So
So
Matt knows Mitch, right?
Matt did Mitch's copywriting course.
Okay.
That's how they know each other.
Okay.
And they were both on the show with me recently.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
The job ads show.
Yeah. I saw that.
So I got friendly with Matt. He's really good with his branding. And like, I've got a very sort of sick, dry sense of humour. And so does he. And I was like, right, I want to rebrand the agency. And I want to do something really funny. So and he's done so many funny things with his, and we just were like brainstorming together a loads of ideas. Like some of the ideas were fucking weird that we came up with. Like one of them, I was like, oh, I could like be because you know it's like bringing newbies into the industry, like me
Yeah, yeah.
mothering them, bring them in. Maybe I could like be breastfeeding, like do you know what I mean? We came up with some fucking sick, really sick ideas. So
That would have grabbed some attention.
that would have grabbed some attention. But
That's
we
the
had,
photo on the CV when it's the.
but if you can imagine, like what we were, if you imagine, like old, you know, like the old art of like like a woman breastfeeding a child, like
Yeah.
and we'd superimpose my face. It wasn't actually
Ah,
gonna
right. Okay.
be me with my
Right,
tits
okay.
out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But,
Okay. Fine.
So and then we just were like, what can we rename it? And we put in ChatGPT derogatory names for recruiters.
Uh-huh.
And one of them was Job Slinger. And I was like, oh, I like that. The Job Slinger Academy. And then we were like, oh, Slinger, Gunslinger.
Yeah.
And it just went from there.
There you go.
And it just ended up being really funny.
Has it changed things for you, do you think?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, I think like I've definitely been able, I don't know, I think it's been able to help me get my humour across sometimes a little bit more.
Sure.
But it's definitely got the agency more attention,
Nice.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the profile picture gets people's attention.
Yeah.
So I think as well, like, I'm not afraid to look stupid.
Nice.
So I don't care if I look like a cowgirl in my picture.
Yeah.
I'm not overly bothered about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
need to
yeah.
look pristine. And that's not me anyway.
Sure.
Like, I don't, I know I said I was going to put makeup on today. I didn't really bother.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't put
You
too
have to
much
be
effort.
yourself. Like, it is.
I
think
thought if I can get up out of bed quarter of an hour later, I'm going to do it.
Good.
Nice. Yeah.
I like, because I think you can tell by some of the stuff you post online that you don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
And I think that's going to divide people. Some of the shit that you'll
It
put
does,
out,
yeah.
it will divide people. But what it will do is it will attract.
The right people.
Correct. Well, whether they're right or wrong, it will attract your people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
That's why I do it. I'd much rather be myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I do get a bit of stick, but I think if you are authentic in yourself, you are opening yourself up to that because you're not being a manufactured LinkedIn caricature.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't mind the stick. Sometimes it's a bit annoying, but I just take the piss back.
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
usually
yeah.
silences them straight away.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I remember you got some stick before your talk that you did at the expo.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a bit harsh as well, I thought. But yeah, it must
But
be.
you just got to own it, which is why I brought it up in the talk itself.
Yeah, which is
Because Helen was a bit nervous about that, who I did the talk with.
Was she?
She was like, "Oh, should we?" And I was like, "Fuck it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna speak like that, who was it? I can't remember his name. I'm quite happy to say who it was. Or shall I not?
It was. Can't think
What's
of his
his
last name.
Twat face. Yeah.
What do you call him? Fuckface.
Well, he's just a twat, isn't he?
Right. Okay.
He's basically a massive misogynistic pig. That's
Right.
what he is.
Okay.
And he didn't like the fact that we were doing a talk about being it was like focused on being a female business owner. Like Helen is a sort of coach to female business owners.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like top tips for female business owners, basically. It
Right.
wasn't like having a dig at men at all.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, a woman only talk. Why are you singling yourselves out? There's no difference between how men and women are treated in the recruitment industry." So we just brought up some facts at the start, stats, to be like, that is why we're focusing on women. I had no problem bringing it up.
Yeah. On that point, how do you find it? Like, this might get a bit deep now, but how do you find it as a woman in business? Do you find that there's a struggle?
Do you get this question a lot?
No, I'm always a bit nervous to talk about it.
We can skip it if you want.
No,
We can go back to Ibiza or Thailand.
I'll touch on it lightly, but what I will say first of all is this is only my experience and my opinion, because I know people have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
And it can be very triggering for certain people, my opinion around it. But yeah, I mean, I think when I first got into business, my own business, I'd been very privileged in a way. So, well, there's two aspects to this. First of all, I've always got on naturally very well with men, right? So I've got loads of friends that are men. In school, I had loads of friends that were boys. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
So in my first recruitment role, there was probably a good balance of men and women, but I naturally didn't get intimidated by any of the men. But I do also think I played up the masculine side of my personality to sort of
fit in.
But I can do
Interesting.
that. Like, that's just... So I never experienced what some people have experienced. And I, on the most part, was part of a really nice agency. It wasn't like some of the horror stories you hear about.
Yeah.
Then I joined a female-dominated Chase. We're female-dominated, where I was
So this
spent
was
most
the
of my
one, the
time.
work from home one.
Yeah, we only had 2 male consultants.
How big was the business?
The consultant team, there was, so me in Wales, you had Kelly, Kirsty, Helen, Claire, Vic, Kathy, Jenny. So there was 8 women, 2 men.
Right, okay.
In the consultant team. There was wider teams, but I would still say they were mainly female dominated.
Yeah.
So again, I worked from home, so I wasn't in an office environment. So when I set up on my own, I initially didn't get the hype around like what you want about women needing their own thing.
Yeah.
It's all a load of shit. You need to put yourself in the ring more.
Interesting.
And I didn't get it. But then I've started to be exposed to it more. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it. And when you have your own experiences, like, for example, some of the things that I post, I'm in a WhatsApp chat with like Matt and Ross, for example.
Yep.
They post worse than me. They never get any stick. And they're like, how the fuck are you getting stick for this?
Interesting.
And I just do. Not just
yeah.
from men, from women as well.
Yeah.
Mainly men. And I just think sometimes I've just had like a couple of comments at events. Like, I had a comment. I was at a Rat Connect event recently, and somebody was like, "Oh, I thought you're really different to what I thought you were going to be like." And I was like, "Well, what did you think I was going to be like?" Probably quite intimidating me even asking them that. But
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I don't want to say." I was like, "Just say." And he was like being cagey. I was like, "You thought I'd be a bitch?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, I thought you'd be, you're very direct and this and that." And I was like,
Yeah.
So if I was a bloke, would you think that the same? And he was like, "No, probably not."
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
He was like, "Oh, you're actually quite softy, now from talking to you." And I was like, "It's because I just don't know why it is, but it's just because I am naturally quite like direct and to the point and say it like it is. I have got a bit of a resting bitch face as well. I can't help it. I honestly on the show I laugh at my face sometimes. I watch it back because I look so bored and uninterested.
Yeah, no, I
but it's
thought
not true. I'm like listening to somebody intently.
Yeah.
But my face is like.
My mum said that about the show I did with you. She's like, "You're really boring her, Luke. You need to like." So I was like, "Oh dear." But there you are. You heard it here, Mum. It was Kate's face. It was Kate's face, not me being boring.
I do screenshots of it sometimes though. I like, and I'll post the funny ones.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just funny, but I don't like I don't know sometimes. But yeah, like I don't know. It is the stats around it. It is difficult, and it is like trying to get funding for the agency. I've spoken to a few blokes. They're like, "Oh, just contact this. I got funding really easily. I need to do this. I do it," and it's like, "Oh no, sorry, can't help you." Or it's just like it's just hard. Yeah. Everything feels, and I'm not saying there's different challenges for blokes, like there is, and I'm not taking away from anyone that achieves anything in our industry that's male because they work fucking hard.
Yeah, sure.
I'm very lucky that I've got lots of male allies in my life, in my business world.
Yeah.
And I feel supported. But
that's
there's
really nice.
There's some women that live, that work in companies where they don't have that, and it's very lonely, or they have their own business and they don't have that.
Yeah.
So I feel very privileged through my whole career to not have to face the same sort of challenges that some women, like I hear stories and I'm like, fucking hell. But like in my first recruitment job, the director of the agency said to me, so at the time I was like wild. So I'd like half my heads were shaved, red hair.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Like,
how long was the other side of you?
We've got to get a picture of this.
Yeah,
I'll have to show you, like, I was like partying every Thursday to Sunday, like, you know.
Fullness.
This is
Full
the
Ness.
Ness era.
Full Ness. And I remember we were on a works do and he said,
Ness.
full Ness.
Ness mode activated.
He said, "You'll never be as successful as Victoria." She was our top biller, unless you grow your hair and dye it blonde. And he was being deadly serious.
Wow.
And change the way you dress. And I was just like, fuck you.
Wow. Yeah.
And then ultimately when I joined Chase, I did change because I had to like cover all my tattoos. I had to take my piercings out.
So you did, after what he said, it did.
No, I joined the next agency and they sort of said when I joined, like,
you still had the red barn. You had the red barnet and stuff.
like, it's very old fashioned at that time, the pharmaceutical industry.
Right. Okay.
Couldn't have any tattoos on show. Like, had to wear thick tights all year round, dress more corporate. I sort of started changing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do get you get judged on your appearance a lot more.
I think that's a natural thing anyway, right? Like I think women probably get it. Well, definitely get it more than men. But I think like we do judge people when you see them straight away. But that's interesting about the red hair. Please do send us a photo.
I will. I've got some funny. Yeah, I had my nose pierced. Yeah, short. It was like a bit longer at the top, but yeah, all this bit was shaved.
Yeah, that's a
wild.
That's a look. You should. All you need is the dragon tattoo. All you need is the dragon tattoo, and then you are.
Oh, I was way too skinny for Ness. So I had like a head on a stick at that point in time.
Right, fine. So what's the plan now then? Like if is it focusing on the agency? Is it focusing on the coaching? Like where are you going to go?
Both.
Now, okay, so you're going both.
I sort of, so, and again, this is like typical me. So I was meant to do the agency with somebody else, and then she pulled out.
Okay.
I never wanted a second business on my own.
Okay. So are they two separate businesses? You got the coaching business.
Two
and
separate.
Right.
And then she pulled out, and then I tried to I thought I'll get funding and I'll hire. Because I thought I don't want to do the sourcing of candidates.
Okay.
Like, I can do it, but I don't want to do it anymore. I want to build the business, win clients, like work on the business more.
Nice.
And have a team. It's just too hard to get any funding, and it was damaging my confidence. Like, you know, somebody ripping your business plan apart that's never had a business.
Yeah.
Telling you like you've obliterated your profits last year, like you can't. I was just like, fuck you, I'm not listening to this shit anymore. Like, and then I had people around me, like close to me, like, you can do it on your own. And because the coaching business was quieter, I was like, yeah, I can do this on my own. Set it up, sort of. When I wasn't maybe in the best place. I mean, I did the soft launch the first day back at work after Ibiza.
Okay. Was that you in the chair? Was that a video of you in the chair? I thought that video was good.
It was good. I filmed it before Ibiza.
Yeah, I thought that video was good.
I filmed it before Ibiza.
Okay.
I launched
Nice.
it.
I was going to say, you did well.
Yeah. And then I just sort of started to realise over Christmas, and then I started to get busier with the coaching again before Christmas, and I was like, yeah, this is going to get a bit difficult.
Yeah.
And I started doing the sourcing, like speaking to candidates, and I was like, I can do this with my eyes closed, but it's fucking boring me.
Yeah.
And I need to feel challenged and do things that are exciting.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I don't want to do this part of the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick of doing everything on my own. I was like, I want to collaborate with somebody. Like, I miss, and like partly through me and Si meeting up and stuff, like, and bouncing ideas. I was like, I want this business to be with someone else.
Yeah.
Don't want to do this on my own.
Yeah. So do you have someone else now, or are you still?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So there's two of you?
Yes.
Nice.
No, we're going to sort of, I want to get the coaching, it's got very busy for me with the coaching business since January.
That's amazing.
And he's got other stuff he's sorting. We're going to wait till we're both on a level. We'll probably start around July, June.
Right, okay.
Nice.
And he's coming into which side?
The agency.
The agency side.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So the name will be the same. The premise of it will be the same.
But you just got a little friend.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can say it, but you two have got something going on as well, haven't you?
Can we say it? Yeah, we can say it. So we're going to start a podcast.
Yeah, nice.
We've had the idea for
We're
quite a while
shitting ourselves,
now.
by the way.
Should be.
We're fucking shitting ourselves.
Look out.
All 10 of our listeners are going to go over to you.
10? Well, I've come on here for 10 listeners. I was looking for some
He's our
good
record.
PR.
He's our record at the moment, and he's about
Yeah.
65. I think you've got on our.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting
good
there.
better views than that.
just on the
We're getting there.
on the YouTube. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the Spotify.
I think because I think people like to watch as well, don't you?
But you can on our
you
Spotify.
can on Spotify as well.
Oh, can you?
And I
On
can show
ours,
you how
yeah.
to do it as well when you
I
guys
haven't
are.
got any of mine on. We probably should put it on ours on Spotify, but
So what's the premise of this one? This little partnership?
well, we just thought like all the no offense by the way, all the podcasts that
Right, fuck it, done.
no, to be fair, yours is probably as close as to yours is pretty close to what we're going to be doing, really. Not that
Nice.
we're copying you. But we just thought there's a lot of people with podcasts in the recruitment industry where it's very serious. Well,
Yeah,
yours
yeah.
isn't serious,
Oh,
is it
God,
really?
What do
no.
you mean? It's the most informative recruitment podcast.
Ours is the best
Fucking-
recruitment podcast for background noise.
I saw Hishem the other day. He's shitting himself. He's listened to a few episodes.
You saw
Yeah, did
who?
No.
His knees are doing that.
Who did you see? Who's shitting themselves?
Hishem.
Oh yeah, in his quaking in his boots.
But yeah, he's worried. He's worried about me.
Well, he should be when ours comes out.
yeah,
let
there
me
you
tell
go.
you.
Yeah.
You guys will have a better reach for sure.
But we just thought they're all very serious. It's all very much, and I get it. You know, people trying to get clients out of it, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, with my LinkedIn live show, little cheeky plug, that is, I sometimes get people on because I'm trying to attract an audience as well. Do you know what I
Nice.
mean?
Sure.
But we both have got good, similar sense of humour, and we thought like, oh, let's do something funny, like.
Yeah, you definitely should. 100%.
Like where we can sort of take the piss out of LinkedIn posts, celebrate good ones, funny stories.
Yeah.
And we watch a couple of similar podcasts that are not recruitment related. We're like, oh, we could do something like this in our industry.
Yeah.
There's a
Nice.
gap for it.
Yeah, 100%.
And we just haven't had time to do it yet because we've both been busy with our own thing.
Yeah.
We thought like, right, we've got to do it.
Nice.
Because it'd be so annoying if someone else started copying. Like,
Yeah. No, you should
did it.
100% do it. And there's space for everyone, right? Like there
Yeah.
is space for everyone to play, and like you can then all leverage each other as well. So say you guys get massive, we'll be tapping on the door, being like, "Hello, guests."
I think that's a collab episode.
Collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So
Collab that.
all of that kind of stuff's good, and like we would expect to be the first people to sponsor.
Well, I
it,
wasn't your first
to
guest.
sponsor it. No, to sponsor.
Oh, to sponsor.
So when you got there's a little gig
Oh.
sponsorship
Yeah.
there.
Might have
yeah.
some- you might
We
have
should
some
we should get first refusal and then we can see how you're doing.
You might
and
have some
then be like,
competition because actually we've already got interest.
Oh, right, fuck it. Anyway, when is it coming out? Do you know?
Well, we're going to record the first one. What date do we book it in for? In a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, a few weeks.
Oh, nice.
Release in May.
Nice, mate.
Unreal. We'll look forward to it. And mate, we'll wrap it because we've been doing an hour and 5.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate you.
Loved it.
And we'll do it again. Or we'll do it again. The collab's coming. I'll have to buy a new mic though. We'll have
Why?
to get it
Get another one, yeah.
because there'll be 4 of us.
Well, we'll have mics then. You can use one of ours.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit it.
Dun, dun.
Client. No discount, alright?
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, I totally forgot I did that.
Got your LinkedIn account
I couldn't
and your
believe it when
mobile
I realised it was
phone.
me. I was like,
The candidates
brilliant.
playing
You went,
hard
"Oh,
to
it's
get.
Nessa."
I was like,
We
that's
don't
me.
call you next
Can I just say that is quite heavy?
yet. So much time.
Do you know what?
You get
They are. I start to feel it in my arm. I was like, what is
Well, you
going on?
can obviously get the stand. You can get a stand so it'll just sit there. And that's what we need to do
I do the
next.
stand sometimes get in the way though.
Well,
if you've got a
you
small-
do see people moving them, don't you, when they're on the podcast and they like
Yeah.
moving around.
Yeah, I think
Can get the stand.
Alex Stick had that on. So when I went, he had one that came down like that, but then some of them I think
on candidates.
You can have them that are like there. So